Hey y'all, welcome back to the Hat Creek Homestead. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video. I've had a couple of people ask for this, and so today I'm going to give you a tour of our homeschool area. We have this area in our garage, and it's not a very big space, but we only have 4 that we're homeschooling right now. Obviously my 3-year-old is not in school, and my stepsons live with their mother primarily, so they're not here during the week, typically during school time. That may change, we don't know, but for right now I have my 14-year-old, my 12-year-old, my 10-year-old, and my 8-year-old that we school here. And so I'm going to kind of show you their homeschool area and explain why we've done a few things that we have done, and we hope you enjoy it. Here is the back of the school area, and we have 2 and 2 in the desk, and like I said, this is in our garage. This is a center post. I can't really move that, it's kind of in the way. And then you see we have tarps. We're using these tarps because we can't build walls. This is a rental house. And so behind this blue monstrosity is my crafting area and some storage. And then over here is actually, at the top is all of our camping gear for scouts. And then where I'm standing now is our laundry area. But I'm always behind on laundry, so I'm not going to torture you by showing you my huge pile of dirty laundry. And behind that tarp there is our pantry where we keep all of our dry and canned goods, and there's some storage underneath. And then you'll see this dresser. This is where we keep the boys' undies and pajamas and swimsuits and stuff like that that doesn't go in our family closet. That's also behind me. But I just kind of want to show you their desk. Each one of the kids have a desk, and with the desk they have these little bags that I actually got at the Dollar Tree. They hang on the back of their chairs, and you can just put a book in there, and there's little compartments, and they're just really neat. This is my son Gus's desk, and as you can see I have these little pieces of their like sticky contact paper, but they're dry erase. And so this is his desk, and this is my 14-year-old's desk. And you may wonder why the stickies are on separate sides. Well, this child is right-handed and this child is left-handed. So I put these down so we're not wasting a ton of paper. Kids like to doodle a lot, especially this one. He's real fidgety, and so, or if they need to make a note and they're sitting here at their desk and writing their book, they can just take, these are dry erase pens, but I plan on getting some wet erase pens, because a lot of times with dry erase, when you write, if you smudge it, it comes off. With the wet erase, you have to actually wet it to make it go away. And so I just haven't gotten those yet. But each kid has one of these little holders. It's got pencils, dry erase marker, their wet erase will be in there, pencil sharpener, just that kind of thing. And so that's the older two's desk. And then scoot that up there. This is Molly's desk. She's 8 and she is right-handed. And this is Ellie's, and she is left-handed. And so then here's the front of our classroom. I spray painted. I got some chalkboard spray paint, and I'll show you that in a minute, to make a chalkboard. I had a big white dry erase board, and I just didn't like it. It wasn't big enough, and I'm old school. I just wanted a chalkboard, but I didn't want to buy a huge chalkboard. And so for $4 I found this can of chalkboard spray paint. So we spray painted the wall. And so that's what we did, and I'll show you that. What I used is Rust-Oleum chalkboard, writable erasable finish. Create a chalkboard on any surface. So I got this at Walmart. And then the dry erase, the stuff right here, I got this at Dollar General or the Dollar Tree one, and this is what it was. But it was $1. And so just something to kind of help with clutter. This is our little bookcase, and this is curriculum that we have used. Some we will use, some is like a reference book there. There's a lot of stuff there that I haven't gone through yet, and all of our books aren't here from storage. I still need to go get some of those. Down here is just for regular little books, And then each one of the kids have one of these totes. This is where we keep their notebooks and their folders. I got these dry erase boards before I got the contact paper, so all the kids have one. I'm not sure where hers is. And then these two are for me. It's just got some of my material, teaching material. I also got these at the Dollar Tree, and I love these. Each kid has one. It's just a little folder, and you can put a piece of you can put a piece of paper in here, and then you can dry erase or wet erase on top. And so I love these for worksheets. So you only have to print one worksheet. You don't have to print 4, 5, 6, you know, keep repeating the worksheets. Once I print a worksheet, I have a huge binder that I normally hole punch and put it in. And so if I need a math sheet or something, say one kid gets done with some math really quick and they need something like for filler to do for a few minutes until I can get back to them, because each kid is on a different grade level, and so sometimes there is a little bit of downtime and they have to wait. I can just go to the binder, go over to the math section or whatever they're working on, pull a page out, slip it in one of these sleeves, and hand them a dry erase marker and say, hey, or a wet erase marker and say, hey, go do this and bring it back. Then I can check it, erase it, and I can reuse it over and over. It saves a lot of printer ink and a lot of printer paper. But I got those at the Dollar Tree as well. I love the Dollar Tree. They have so many educational things, and it's $1. So if it breaks or if it tears up, it's $1. My husband hates it though, because when I go, normally we have 4 that are in school, and so I just dropped a bunch of stuff. We have 4, but I really have like 5 or 6 over here because I didn't buy just 4. I always buy, most of the time, double of what I need if it's at the dollar store. So if something breaks, then I have to replace it, because I don't always have the same stuff all the time. But anyway, enough about the dollar store. So we have their little caddies over here, and this just has crayons, colored pencils, some pens. It'll have their scissors, you know, and so each kid has one of those. And then over here in this little tote, we just have erasers, glue sticks, some paint, markers, just school supply stuff, rulers. I have a little bit of some teaching aids here, some like if we want to play bingo. These are for fractions. Again, this is all from the Dollar Tree. These little counting cubes, and then just some pencils. And so then we just have all of our little posters up here, and I actually got all these posters at the Dollar Tree. And so here's our calendar. Behind our calendar is my big cork board, and I just used some sticky dots to stick these posters up, because I have other posters that can go on top of these. So let me get it unfurled here. Like this. This has a sticky dot right here, and it matches up, so I can stick that up there if I need to use this poster. And then there's another one underneath that one, and this one. And so then when I don't need them, I can just fold them up and put them back up here in storage, so I don't have to switch them out constantly. We're going to talk about the curriculum that we're using since we've showed you the schoolroom. The curriculum that we're going to be using for the little kids is called Lincoln Learning, and it is an online distance learning program from a local school district. We don't live in that school district. My oldest daughter did attend that school district year before last, and so they have a really excellent distance learning program, and they provide each child with a Chromebook. They provide internet each month between August and May, and so they provide also. Gus has autism, and when he went to public school he had an IEP and he needs extra help. And Molly also, she has mosaic Down syndrome, and so she also needs some support. And so doing the online public distance learning, it's basically public school at home. With everything going on and the way things have been, we homeschooled last year, and I really felt led by the Lord to continue to homeschool. But with them needing the continued support, this seems like a very good option for us. They will get the help that they need through their special ed and their IEPs, through Zoom meetings and things like that with the school, but then the school provides the curriculum, any material, and they provide each child with the Chromebook, like I said, and they're going to provide the internet here. We have our own internet, but the school it's a very rural school district in here in Arkansas, and that's something that the state has, Board of Education, I guess, has decided that any child that's in distance learning, then that school district provides internet between August and May. And so we're going to take advantage of that, and we're going to see how this goes. The other curriculum that we're going to be mixing in, because it is an online public school program, they have no Bible, and there's a few other things that they don't teach, like home ec or finance and stuff like that, that we feel it's important for the kids to learn. And they're also heavily involved in Scouts, and so we're going to use a lot of our Scout advancement material as school material as well. And so we will be using Rod and Staff and some Life Pack, maybe some Abeka here and there, but we really enjoy the Rod and Staff curriculum. And if the online public school thing does not work out, that's what we will be reverting to, is back to our Rod and Staff. And I really, really love that curriculum. And so that's what we're doing for curriculum. If anybody has any questions, or you're just getting into the homeschool and starting that journey, let me know. Send me a message on Facebook, Instagram, all of that. Leave a message down in the comments below. I will be glad to help you with any resources that I have. There are a ton of free homeschool things you can do online. There's one called All-in-One Homeschool, which used to be called Easy Peasy. There's several very affordable programs. Life Pack, I think it's like $250. They were on sale the other day at christianbook.com, I believe. $250 for the entire grade. Like, it's inclusive, like everything. When I looked, it's $250 for the entire grade, and it sends you all the books that you need. And that's really not bad. When you're looking at Abeka or My Father's World or some of those, they can be upwards of $1,200 and $1,500 per grade for a child. There's also another very good one out there that we haven't used yet. It's called The Good and the Beautiful, and they have all of their language arts K through 8 you can download for free. They have a couple of science ones you can download for free as PDFs and print them off. And there's just, going on Facebook, there's all kinds of homeschool groups. There's one specific group about that I had joined recently. It's How to Homeschool for Free or Cheap. And so there's a ton of resources out there for anyone who is looking. So that's a tour of our little schoolroom. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if anybody has any suggestions of anything we can do different or improve on, let me know. If you want to know where I got anything, let me know. Most of it all came from the Dollar Tree. So that's just pretty much all I have today. Today has been kind of a crazy week here at the homestead. I'm not going to say on this video specifically what has happened, but if you'll go to our Facebook page, you can read about it there. I unexpectedly had a week without my older 3 children, and so I used that time to try to get a lot of things done that I can't do when they're here. And so with that being said, make sure that you go follow us on Instagram. It's Hat Creek Homestead, and then on Facebook, we have a Facebook group, and we also have a Facebook page. And once you get to the page, you can find the profile that we had started, and then Facebook was being facetious, so we had to put a name with that. But the link to that is on our Facebook page and in our Facebook group, and those are both very easy to find. You just type in Hat Creek Homestead and they'll pop right up. Well, thanks for coming along today and checking out our homeschool room and listening to me talk about our curriculum. And we would just really hope that if you haven't already, please go subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button and that notification bell. Please follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. And as always, from the Hat Creek Homestead and the Hat Creek Homeschool, have a blessed day. Also, our little motto for our homeschool is, in a world full of Jake spoons, be a Gus. And if you don't understand that reference, you've never seen Lonesome Dove. So we hope you all have a very blessed day, and we'll catch you on the next one.